Warehouse workers can earn a living and a degree through our range of education assistance programs, which include up to $25,000 in tuition assistance per lifetime, academic bonuses, and more. And right now, we're hiring at the Louisville Worldport at a rate of up to $21 an hour. Pick your package and shift your life today. Visit upsjobs.com or text LOUKY to 47404 to learn more. That's LOUKY to 47404. Make the shift, make a difference.
With the Kroger Plus card, it's easy to get lower than low prices for the win. And for every dollar you spend, you earn fuel points, which can add up to $1 per gallon off at the pump for the win. Plus, save every day on groceries and get personalized digital coupons for the win. The Kroger Plus card, all you do is win. Big, big savings. Sign up now at Kroger.com and start saving. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply.
For happy Halloween weekends, I'm gonna be a soaring thunderbird.
I'll be a real bird, the raven, flying through the woods and over the water.
I'm feeling like a pilgrim on the voyage, going over one of the world's steepest drops.
Guess I'm a mind reader. I already bought our Holiday World tickets.
Wow! Yeah!
Woo! See whatever you want at Holiday World each weekend through October. Do a corn maze, walk through the Scare B&B, and go trick-or-treating. Get tickets at holidayworld.com.
With interest rates and gas prices creating so much uncertainty, there's one thing that you know you can rely on, and that's the roof over your home. At Carlin Roofing and Sheet Metal, they understand that now might be the time for you to look at that roof and decide to get that work done that you've been putting off. Carlin replaced my roof a few years ago, and I can speak firsthand to the quality and efficiency of their work. Carlin Roofing and Sheet Metal also has financing options. Look them up online at carlinroofs.com. That's CARLONroofs.com or 458-9898.
Wager on professional football, basketball, baseball, wrestling, and select Division I college sports at Caesars Sportsbook. With more than 100 events over the course of the year, we are thrilled to expand our entertainment offerings to the world of sports betting. We offer a full-service bar, smoking and non-smoking sections, with a concession stand serving grab-and-go eats like hot dogs and burgers. Get off the sidelines and get into the action at our Clarksville Winners Circle Sportsbook.
Kentucky has 80,000 miles of roadway. That's a lot of pavement. It's also a lot of looking out for your neighbor. Being a safe driver means yielding to pedestrians and cyclists, especially when turning, stopping for pedestrians at crosswalks, giving bikes safe distance, and always keeping your eyes on the road. Drive safe, Kentucky. A message from the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
From 3 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, Buffalo Wild Wings Happy Hour has beer, cocktails, and bar food for $3 to $6. It's the perfect way to offset a long day. Text that hilarious joke about your boss to your boss. No. Try a $3 Wild Herd by Goose Island. Set your morning alarm for 6 p.m. That calls for $5 strawberry margaritas. So head to Buffalo Wild Wings Happy Hour from 3 to 6 at participating locations in Kentucky. Not valid in Indiana. Dine-in only. Taxes and other fees apply. Please drink responsibly. Offer may vary by location and may not be available in all states. Void where prohibited by law.
Saturday on Compass Media Network's coverage of NCAA football, Pac-12 heavyweights collide as the 7th-ranked USC Trojans take on the 20th-ranked Utah Utes. Hi, this is Matt Money Smith. Join Chad Brown and me for all the action as Caleb Williams and the Trojans look to remain perfect on the year against Cam Rising and the upset-minded Utes. If it's college football, it's right here.
Coverage begins Saturday at 7:30 on 93.9 The Ville.
Attention men, are you struggling with erectile dysfunction and sick of the pills? Well, we now have a major medical breakthrough that has helped thousands of men. The wave technology.
It gets stuck out of her,
Pressure waves to repair and open up blood vessels. It's been shown to be effective.
Just make sure you cry after so it's like authentic.
And no more side effects. Just more blood flow in the bedroom where you want it, when you want it. If you're ready to put a stop to your ED and regain your love life, grab your phone and call us now. You'll qualify for the assessment, the exam, even the blood flow ultrasound, totally free. And to the
there's two people on this planet. People who admit to liking little spoons and liars, man. We all want to be little
callers now. 502-410-2000. That's 502-410-2000. Guys, put a stop to your erectile dysfunction by treating the root cause. Call Oakview Medical Clinic now to qualify. 502-410-2000.
That's his thing. They don't get back. He was look at the steal. Here's the steal. 3-on-1. Alley-oop. Oh my goodness. Marcus Davis. And you certainly are in love with him here in Louisville. Marcus in the open floor. Hops incredible. Here comes Maven off the steal.
Get up, get up, get up, get up. Let's get ready for Marcus Maven. You're about midway to the midday with Marcus Maven.
I would have a retort, but there's sugar on my face.
To Marcus Maven. So sit back and relax and watch Maven. Break it down like this. Woo!
Broadcasting.
I actually slept really good last night.
PC Pest Services Studio. Time for Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
I don't know how I'm going to start today's show. Actually, I do know. Okay. It just came to me. Oh, let's go. I was bouncing around some ideas in my own mind. And you got to start off by telling a couple, just two quick anecdotes. Okay. Number one, anecdote number one, friend of mine, good friend of mine, talk about a lot of life's issues, right? I told this friend, and apologies to the Midnight who heard this, but it irritated my spirit really bad yesterday. Sure. So what happened is, I'm talking to my friend about growth in my diet, growth in the things I eat, expanding my palate. And you've been doing really well, right? So Steve, I'm willing to try some new things. I'm going to incorporate bell peppers into my diet. Vitamin C, vitamin this, just all the fiber. I've started taking vitamin C and D and some things, and yeah. We're trying.
I bet you've been taking vitamin
C. I bet you've been taking vitamin C. You take Blue Chew. Shut up. So
from a good V show.
Steve, so I say, I don't quite know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna incorporate, these bell peppers into my, into tonight's meal or whatever, right? There's a shop for that. Steve, vitamin C. Steve, my friend, that's funny. Yeah. Even though my friend, you know what my friend said? What's his name? Takes vitamin C. You know what my friend said? I'm listening. Well, how do you know they're really even organic? See, now that makes me mad. I said, wait a minute. I just told you that I'm trying to incorporate more fruits and vegetables into my diet. I just told her, I said, you're talking to your boyfriend. Yeah. And you can come up with 5 cons on why he shouldn't change jobs. And you can't give him one positive. I'm like, nobody's going to want to hear that out of you, for an extended period. You think I want to listen to you challenge the validity of the bet? Like all that you heard in your brain was let me come up with a way to piss on his attempted growth in his diet. Right. So you can understand that was just a minor thing. It's minor to the listener, but you should understand that mood. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody should understand that mood. Anecdote number 2. Okay. It's a very funny little video, a little highlight package compilation. Gamer guy. I enjoy playing my video games. Hey, honey, she doesn't care about his video games. Right. Compilation of guys. Gaming. Gaming for 2 hours. All they did collectively as guys is said, oh, good shot, Jessica. All of a sudden, that's hilarious. This woman is invested into that game. Hours of gaming. You don't care.
That's hilarious.
You don't care about any of my gaming. All it takes, all you heard out of all my gaming. Oh, Karen, that was good. Good move, Karen. Hey, y'all, we gotta go rescue Jill. She's, whoa, baby. I'm just playing a little Call of Duty. What's going on? Who's? That's all you heard.
That's awesome.
Okay. Now, the reason I told these two stories, Steve.
Okay. I'm listening.
Imagine, Nikki, you're ready for 4. Steve.
Nick, get ready for 4.
Imagine you've been
I
through.
haven't pulled up and I'm doing it for me.
Imagine you've been through what we've been through.
Yes.
It's just something. I'll just throw out one of these random things.
Yeah, just let's see what sticks.
Brian Bowen. Just Brian Bowen.
It's stuck.
Brian Bowen and Imani Bates, who now caught a felony, and Dior Johnson, who now caught a felony. A couple weeks ago, those were failures, Steve.
Stick.
So going through your Brian Bowens and your all this stuff that we've gone through based on recruits, based on the type of recruit, Steve.
Yeah.
Now imagine hearing this.
Oh.
Imagine this.
Okay.
Recruiting strategy is I need high-end talent that has a high-end character. I need givers. I don't need takers. I need guys that, whether they know it or not, they bring something to their team, regardless of if they can really explain what they're bringing. For example, I go watch a player play, and I watch how the other 4 players relate to him, and I watch how he relates to those other 4 players. If there's a positive energy there, I want that player. I want a player that instinctively can make a pass and take joy when that guy he passed it to scores. I want a guy that can post up, can shoot a 3, can shoot a mid-range, can make layups, can pass the ball, that can rebound the ball above the rim, can run the lane, can push the ball. I want complete, versatile basketball players that have a unique ability to fight for what they want and that are dream chasers. I'm not really looking for the good player that isn't willing to fight for his dream, who assumes it's just going to happen. That's delusional.
Okay, Nick,
I can't help that kid.
Steve, if imagine you being a member of this university, you've been through what we've been through, and the only thing you heard yesterday was rivalry talk. That's the only thing you wanted to talk about today. Imagine being a part of this university and going through Jordan Fair. Who's my other coach?
Kenny Johnson.
Jordan Fair, Kenny Johnson, Dino Gaudio, the Ross McMahon. Imagine living through.
Ross didn't do anything.
I know. Imagine going through the Jordan Fair, Kenny Johnson, Dino Gaudio in the last couple of years of your life, or last Louisville years, and then go to 3, Nikki, and then hearing this from your coach.
Okay.
To go back a little further, when I got the job,
when asked about your assistant,
I think I had 3,000 people hit me about working.
3,000
being a part of the staff. And as I went through it mentally, how in the world do you digest so many coaches from all facets of life, every level, NBA, college, high school, AAU? How do you digest all of that? And
Nothing
One
about
thing
recruiting.
kept sticking with me that Larry Brown said to me. The obligation of a coach is to love the people that he's coaching. And so my number one criteria, I knew I was hiring guys that were uniquely qualified for the job. I wanted guys that have won championships, that were winners. I wanted guys that could give their life to young people. But more importantly than the X's and O's and the knowledge of the game and the experience that a Nolan Smith has had, or a Danny Manning, or even a Josh Jameson, a Milt Wagner, a Reese Gaines, I wanted them to, number one thing, you have to love kids to work for me. You gotta love them. And then after you love them, really important, you have to adopt their dreams. Adopt them. Don't assume because a kid tells you out of trust, I want to be a great NBA player. Don't say that he can't do it. You adopt his dream and you give him what he needs to make that dream come true.
That's the selection process of your staff. And imagine hearing that, and the only thing you found interesting or emotionally charging is his talk about rivalry, or a needle pin prick segment of what he said referring to the rivalry.
Well, you wonder why you don't talk. I'll say.
It's like doing a show here, right? You and I have both experienced this. Doing a great show, an informative show, just giving everybody the full delivery, right? And then somebody sends a text at the very end of the show and says, somebody obviously listened to every second of the show, and the last 3 minutes of the show, they say, oh, boring. Right?
I know.
Just one of those moments. Two hours of straight radio, and Nikki starts talking about Payday versus Three Musketeers.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, hey, why do I gotta hear about candy bars? Like, imagine that.
Just saying, a Payday in its simplicity is just peanuts and caramel. Gets the job done. Basically substitutes itself for a meal. Wildly underrated candy bar.
Now, imagine that segment. Imagine that 7 seconds of what Nikki just said became the discussion point of what
all Steve Marks was talking about today was candy bars.
Imagine that, Steve.
Yes.
And then imagine the frustration level.
We do talk about some stupid stuff sometimes. But
right.
Sometimes it's warranted.
But that 7 seconds is the only interesting thing that's there to discuss.
And if there's anything Nick's great at, it's giving you 7 good seconds.
That's true. We'll rock your world. I'm like striped gum. Amazing for less than a minute.
But I get your point.
And it's
a great point. It is a great point. Yesterday, I think, and here's the reason why I don't give it a ton of attention myself, is because talking to people yesterday, man, and just getting text and chatting with my friends and stuff, and hearing, man, a lot of people really enjoyed. And I think yesterday, a lot of people started to finally open their arms and embrace as coach fan. You know what I'm saying? Coach fan. I talk a lot about coach fan relationship on the football side, and I don't think it's very good. I think yesterday people really started to embrace that. Like, that's my guy. Like, I got a call from a buddy last night. He was like, man, of course he was calling to just, I can't believe you're not going to Louisville Live. You're going to be out of town. I'm like, dude, I've had this plan for almost a year. Yeah, but he was like, but I'm like, fair. He was like, I was on the fence, man, but he's like, I'm going. He's like, I'm gonna buy me a couple tickets. I'm gonna get up there, man. He's like, I mean, you hear him? He's like, you hear him? He's like, what more? And the exact words he uses, he said, what more would I have wanted in a coach? Like that's perfect. So I think majority of people yesterday really heard what he said.
The sincerity.
Yeah,
that came out of that,
man. And just hearing that and hearing the sincerity of him yesterday and hearing the things he said, I mean, yeah, like, okay, if you want me to say it, yes, I don't care for UK today no more than I did yesterday. And you know what? He could say 1,000 times and Steve Rummage is still gonna cheer when UK loses. I'm still gonna get a kick out of it. Like, you know, like, yes, that's not gonna change how I feel.
Okay, well, what if you heard that Worldwide was at a Kentucky practice? How would that make you feel?
Well, he's not at a Kentucky practice. He works for the Knicks. And he was at their pro day.
Isn't it amazing?
It's his job.
Isn't it amazing how
and I think you'll hear some stuff about Worldwide West and Louisville in the coming.
It's amazing, Steve.
I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to say anymore.
How Worldwide West,
I just made one certain person out there really nervous. I'm sorry.
who works for the New York Knicks, was at a Kentucky Pro Day.
Yeah, like,
and that turns it. Thought we had Worldwide West in our back pocket now.
That's his job. And he doesn't hate Calipari. Like, Worldwide West, like, I don't understand.
Or maybe that's just me chasing the stick off the porch one too many times.
Yeah, and I guess that's where I am.
I have to be that way. I have to be proactive, Steve.
Well,
in my world, I have to be proactive.
Our job, yes. Like, because listen, if I wasn't doing this,
so it's
like,
a calling, Steve.
I wouldn't even. Well, yes. But I'm saying, like, if I wasn't doing sports radio, like, I wouldn't even talk about that. Whatever, I don't care. Like, yeah, no, this is that. But
I would. I'd go to a barbershop and fight somebody.
Well, now that's probably true. Yeah, because my real life sports arguments have toned down so much since I do this. Yeah, because like when I go to places and stuff, like if my father-in-law starts in on me or something, I literally say I've used this line 1,000 times on him. I'm like, dude, that's my whole life. Yes, Kentucky's better than I know. Yeah, you're awesome. You're gonna probably win every game. We're stupid. Yeah, scandal. Ha ha ha. Thank you. Can we eat dinner?
And you know what's so much.
Whereas before it was like, oh, it's on.
And I will say this. It did become comical to listen to commentary on the attempts to Kenny Payne doesn't get the rivalry thing. I was able to have the listen.
Was it Nick? The way Nick responded, are we making fun
No,
of
I didn't. I love Drew. I love Blank, and I love Caller Chuck.
Okay,
but I was biting my tongue so much I think I drew blood this morning with all this.
Well, the way he
doesn't understand the rivalry.
Said it, you reacted. I was like, I don't think Nick did. I thought we were about to jump.
No.
I was trying to take up for you there.
No, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that was I almost threw my headset down and I had to walk away. It's like, you really think he doesn't get the rivalry?
Literally nobody who understands that from his point of view more.
Yes,
I mean, this is back when they wouldn't even play him, Steve. Like, not to make him ancient, but he knows it all. He knows it all.
Yeah,
he knows exactly.
Yes, he understands. He understands the and let me be clear, he understands the racial part of the rivalry,
the political racial,
part of the rivalry,
the socio-economic, the fan, the basketball player, everything about it. There's nothing he doesn't know. He even gave you a And he phrased it this way. Paraphrase. The cheat sheet of Calipari and how he handles the rivalry. So not only do I know everything about this rivalry from every aspect, I even know the opponent's side of the rivalry and how they handle it.
Yeah. Yeah, everything about it.
There is zero benefit.
But I don't think as many people are all that like. I think majority of people feel like
Kentucky,
this. No, I think majority of people feel like that. I think majority of people feel like me. I'm like, yeah, I feel you, Coach. I mean, I get what you're doing, I still hate him. I'm gonna root against him, but I feel it. Kenny Payne does not actually think everyone is going to start rooting for the other team.
8150 93.9.
Matt,
am I overreacting, or is the crowd more like Steve, and the silent majority is just the silent or the loud minority is who I hear, and Steve is enjoying
if Kentucky beats Louisville, and they very well might, and are probably going to be nicely favored in year 1.
Seed last year?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They were a 2 seed,
right,
which led to one of the biggest KCDs in the history.
And when Kenny Payne, and when Kenny Payne walks up to the podium at Rupp Arena and he says, "Well, honestly, guys, this is probably the best case scenario because they're just better than we are, and now they can carry the flag for the state, and hopefully we can just win a couple games to boost their net ranking."
But moving forward,
I'd
like to see everybody cheer for this team because it's a good team to root for moving forward.
Yeah. Then call me. Then I'll say, "Coach,
we got."
No, yeah. Like, guys, John Calipari gave him a job. I can't stand John Calipari. He makes me sick. When he talks, it makes me want to throw my head through a wall. But he's a politician, and guess what? Kenny Payne's got that. And it's what it is, man. It's what it is.
There's nothing to be gained.
Yeah.
With month 5 on the job, talking about how much you hate Calipari and the state of Kentucky.
The highest paid assistant basketball coach in America. Look, and that's fine and good. I still can't stand Calipari. Okay. It's not that hard. It's not like I woke up this morning and was like, gosh, I wish I could root against them. I want to hate them, but I can't.
Matt, thanks for joining me on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What up, man?
I'm so glad y'all are calling this out because I was so frustrated earlier. This man pours his heart out yesterday, has so much good stuff to say, and they act like he's so naive to not know, even though maybe this is gamesmanship and they can't even think about that level of it. And also, like, this man spent the whole day saying all this cool stuff, had me so interested, and you're going to spend an hour talking about this. Like, I can't stand that. But I just appreciate y'all bringing some light to that.
I appreciate it, man.
Appreciate the call. Appreciate the call. Steve.
See that? Yep. Orange helmets. Interesting.
It looked like other people are starting to become impressed as well nationally.
Yes. Watching him on the not because gosh, he did so many different interviews. Watching him on the panel. I mean, watching Joel Berry, man, Joel Berry kind of was like, I'm paraphrasing, but just after Kenny Payne talked, he was kind of just, I'd like to ask Luke about it, kind of like what he said.
Yeah.
Because he just was like, man, that was awesome.
Yeah. It's fun. It's funny. You just mentioning
Joel
that.
Berry, former recent point guard at Carolina. Yeah.
You saying that, Steve, just made me realize it. And Tom, I'm gonna go to you in 1 second. Think about the answers you've heard since he's been here. The answers, right? You notice how there's always that long pause after he finishes talking, where everybody kind of after he finishes talking,
a lot to digest.
Yeah, right. Like like when he gives an answer, it's like, okay, you know, you get coaches up there and they're just, you know, they already got their questions ready and they're just firing. I'm good. They're just firing things away, and it's just like every time after his, it's like, well, guess I didn't see it that way. Like every answer he gives, and now I'm almost like noticing the pattern of the awkward pause after every time he gives, because his answers are always so thorough. So by the time your heart calms down, because you're like, Coach, you're telling a little too much now.
I think
it's on the recruits say.
You know, I do think that will be a trend going forward. I think he'll be less. I think he'll be less open and talk more, less transparent and talk more. It goes.
Get long answers and we can get on out of here. Tom, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey, I just wanted to say, Marcus, you and Russ Smith are mine and my son's favorite all-time U of L players. All right, you guys had the best smiles and the most personality and the most game of all the players. You know, you made us feel good.
I think that's a fair assessment.
Yeah. And then also too about Kenny, I think Kenny is doing what he's coaching like he plays. When Kenny was here, he played. He took care of business all the time. He took care of his work ethics, his attitude, and his off the court business, and he kept it to himself. And he let his game speak for itself. So I think that's kind of what his coaching. Everybody's asking, you know, what do you think his coaching is going to be like? I think it's exactly going to be that. He's going to let the game speak for itself. And then, man, I'm looking so forward to this new era of U of L basketball, man. It's a really exciting time.
Listen, Tom, I appreciate the call. I definitely echo that sentiment. I tell you what, we'll reset the show.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve. Hey. Do you think Nick Valvano will put that breaking news in his next Sports Center? How much you want to bet he will?
What about AJ Johnson?
How much you want to bet?
I bet he won't.
He's going to act like he doesn't even know.
I don't know. I'm actually. Tell me what it is. I'm looking up stories. Damn it, guys. No, wait, guys.
Looking for work, better pay, better work environment? We can help. Call Kelly Jobs today at 502-425-7131 to speak with a recruiter today. Score a better job with us. Call 502-425-7131 or visit kellyjobs.com. That's kellyjobs.com.
Follow the leader, ESPN Louisville, your home for the college football playoff, NFL, the Final Four, and best sports talk. We are ESPN Louisville. Download the ESPN Louisville app today, delivered by UPS Jobs Kentucky.
Greater Louisville, Inc., the Metro Chamber of Commerce, is here to support your business. From talent attraction to employee retention to the development of business-friendly policies to help our economy thrive, GLI provides a return on investment that will keep your business growing. Visit greaterlouisville.com/join to learn more.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer, 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, I got your script.
Here we go.
Hey guys, Dr. Tisdale here. Want a possum experience for your pet? Come see me, meow. Nick, the script sucks.
I'm telling you, Doc, puns.
No.
Trust me.
No.
Yes.
No.
Fine.
How about I just say, hey guys, you love your pet and I do too, so come to Tisdale Animal Hospital. Call 502-384-3260 or request an appointment online at tisdaleanimalhospital.com.
Solid.
I can offer listeners a free first exam and a complimentary 1-month supply of flea and tick prevention.
Nice. Hate being itchy.
Also, we are one of the only veterinary hospitals in Louisville with a state-of-the-art in-house cytology machine, allowing us to test any lump or bump and get results results in 2 hours or less.
Ooh, science.
Open 7 days a week right off the Snyder in the Chamberlain Point Shopping Center.
Okay, that was better.
Told ya, Tisdale Animal Hospital.
Hey, Card Nation, let's be honest. The real estate market in Kentucky is booming. And whether you want to buy or sell a home, now is the perfect time to do it. With interest rates at an all-time low and programs that can get you in a home for no money down. Want to learn more? It's simple. Just call Derek A. Stewart with Dream JP Pirtle. Derek is available virtually around the clock to listen, understand, and help you with all your realtor needs. So don't waste another second. Call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
I negotiate for a living. I negotiate contracts.
Even though Melanie McMeekin had been loyal to a local jewelry store for over 10 years, when it came time to upgrade her engagement ring, she decided to let her jeweler compete with Genesis Diamonds.
So if I went in with the same ring specifications to both places, what were they going to bring back to me? That's what I was interested in.
Guess what? It was no contest. Genesis beat the other jeweler hands down.
I did get a higher quality diamond for significantly less money. It was about an $8,000 difference.
So less money and higher quality.
Both things made it very compelling for us to switch and go with Genesis. I'm definitely glad I shopped around, and my husband is extremely glad I shopped around.
Have you made the switch to Genesis?
You can get into where you go back to the same place over and over again, but when you start thinking about your money, it becomes pretty important.
Genesis Diamonds, where Louisville gets engaged.
Make sure that you put Genesis on your list. I hadn't done that in the past, and I wish I would have done it sooner.
Shelbyville Road Plaza, official jeweler of the Louisville Cardinals and the Kentucky Wildcats.
Lanning Paints is truly Louisville's hometown paint manufacturer. We create architectural coatings for homes and ship our industrial and commercial products across the United States and even across the world. I am Aaron Lanning, and I am lucky enough to work alongside my father, Nick, who is our chemist and brainchild for our local brand. He is working daily to formulate finishes and coatings that will beautify your interior walls, basement and garage floors, driveways, fences, siding, brick, and more. Visit LanningPaint.com to learn more about us or call us at 245-0630 to reach our Middletown location or 612-2138 for Dixie Highway, where we proudly offer a full array of Benjamin Moore products. Lanning Paints, painting the USA from Louisville, Kentucky since 1983.
Ryan Eagle here from Thursday Night Football on Westwood One. Hall of Famer Tony Baselli and I are in Chicago to kick off Week 6 with Justin Fields and the Bears hosting Carson Wentz and the Washington Commanders. Join us on air or on the free live stream sponsored by AutoZone. It's primetime action from Soldier Field coming up on Thursday Night Football.
Remember to listen to Westwood One's coverage of the NFL all season long.
The new era of Thursday Night Football is here, and it's only on Prime Video. Tonight, two NFC teams known for their hard-hitting defenses collide when the Commanders and the Bears clash in the Windy City. Pre-game coverage begins at 7 p.m. Eastern with TNF Tonight, delivered by Little Caesars. Live from Chicago. Not an Amazon Prime member? Sign up for a 30-day free trial to stream the game. It's the Commanders and the Bears, only on Prime Video. See Amazon.com/watchtnf for details.
I had a nighttime routine for my frequent heartburn. I would drink milk, I would sleep upright with more pillows, but that painful burning stayed. So I made Prilosec OTC part of my morning routine. With just one pill in the morning, Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid production, blocking heartburn day and night. Now I have a new nighttime routine. I call it sleeping.
One pill, 24 hours, zero heartburn. With Prilosec OTC. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
Hey, Cards fans! Do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
Garrett Cole cruised, and Bader and Rizzo went deep as the Yankees rolled in Game 1. How will the Guardians respond in Game 2?
Coverage begins tonight at 7 o'clock on 93.9 The Ville.
Hey, do you have someone in the sports world that you think deserves a shout out for their accomplishment? Then email the brag line and we'll brag on them for you. Just email us a brief description to brag@espnlouisville.com And at 9:30 on Friday, we will read some of them off. The brag lines brought to you by the Gomez Insurance Agency. Get a quote from them today. That's Gomez with an S insuranceagency.com. And don't forget to email us your brag at brag@espnlouisville.com.
This is Lance Taylor, and you're listening to the new home for all U of L athletics, 93.9 The Ville.
Courtesy of Dana, buzzer beater.
And that was 3 days ago.
Sorry, everybody.
3-4 days ago. Goodness gracious.
Okay, so because I'll repeat the sentence because I had it muted. Lexington police said Chris Woolard was found on Monday in his car. Again, found in his car, which was resting on a sidewalk. And I'll insert this, where pedestrians walk.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be on the sidewalk with the car.
With the car.
In gear.
In gear on a sidewalk.
While covered in vomit. Smelling like alcohol. That's not.
Next to a fence, still in gear, which means drivable, Steve. Which means any application of gas makes this a projectile.
Mm-hmm.
Police said Woolard was covered in vomit and they could smell alcohol on him. After a sobriety test, Woolard was arrested and charged with a driving under the influence.
Thursday.
When I say PR, determine exactly when you want to release this story. Determine how everybody can get their stories together.
Well, no, this is Louisville's WHAS got this.
After a sobriety test, Woolard was arrested and charged with a driving under the influence. Woolard, in his 12th season as UK's Associate Athletics Director for Basketball Operations, he also serves as the Executive Director for the Calipari Foundation. WHAS 11 contacted UK for a response to the arrest.
Okay. All right, I'm listening.
Because they got some explaining to do.
Mm-hmm.
To the media. To the PR.
Yeah, I mean, you just recently had another coach.
This is a public university. Yeah. You've had way too many DUIs, way too many arrests. It's time for us to finally somebody was reached out to Kentucky for comment.
Okay.
A representative, so we don't know who.
Probably an SID or something.
A representative from the university said, "We are aware of the situation and we are handling the matter internally."
Well, that's that. That's that.
Period. End quote. That's how the story ends, Steve. That's how the story ends, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Never to be heard of again. Unless somebody twists Nikki's arm.
Why do we got? Well, we always throw it on Nikki.
To put it in the Sports Center. Because I'm going to keep on saying it.
No, because around here it will just be the simple. How much do we care about this? Do we care about this? No. Okay.
Just another DUI.
Yeah, and then we'll another DUI, just another arrest, just another. Except this time we've moved back to the basketball side of things.
On a sidewalk, car in gear.
Mm-hmm.
Covered in vomit.
He drove, and let's be clear, and this is not being said to be funny. This means he drove the car at some point onto a sidewalk. And I'm not even going to do that.
Never hit the brake.
How far did he go? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? And
never disengage his vehicle from a driving position. Covered in vomit.
Mm-hmm.
Steve, if you go get the other DUIs of high-ranking officials at Kentucky, they sound
and players.
They sound frightening, to say the least.
I mean, they had a player, and listen, and I know the player's family, so I don't even I feel uncomfortable even throwing the name out there. But like, you had a player laying on the road.
Like, another football player hit other cars and drove away. End of story. Court dates. Cancel, push back, postponed. Matter internally. Real life danger.
And to this point has not been reported in that city. This happened on Monday.
You know how drunk you gotta be?
I'm not even gonna put a name to it. But you in your brain put the name, and they find said blank name over here on campus in vomit, smelling like alcohol, up on a sidewalk,
passed
in
out.
the car. I don't even want to put a name to it, but you get the point. Yeah.
I remember how they covered a former player who was at a gas station, actually pulled over at a gas station. The car was running and said, "Hey, I had too much to drink," pulled over. They knock on the window. I remember how that arrest got covered.
Mm-hmm.
Covered in vomit on the sidewalk with a vehicle still engaged.
Yeah.
And it's happening at an institution at an alarming rate in your revenue generating sports.
Well, things are happening there that aren't just things are happening there that are putting other people in danger. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just, we're not talking like lack of institutional control, NCAA. We're talking things are happening over there over a decade spread here that are putting like other human lives in danger. Like not just, oh, they did this, oh, they did that. You know, like, it's like, no, that's scary stuff, man. I mean, how long were you laying there in vomit, smelling like alcohol with the car in gear? Like, you passed out. Like,
you remember
gone.
I said,
I mean, maybe they found him 5 minutes after I don't know.
But Steve, you remember I used to use the phrase platinum DUI.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that? Those charges got dropped, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Speeding. 40 miles over.
Mm-hmm.
Drunk and open container.
Yeah.
Why do you think this one happened, Steve?
Right.
Because oh, God. Coming.
My God. Holy God. A truck a van just pulled up, and some Kentucky team just got, like, y'all couldn't have stopped anywhere else for lunch
right in front of us.
I'm kidding.
How many are there?
Welcome.
The squad.
I don't know, but I don't know what team that was. The golf team, the track team, something. It was like, they're here.
We're pulling up right in front of Maven's spot right now. I've had enough.
They're here.
Steve, platinum level DUI. But here's the problem. Monday happened because nobody got in trouble and barely got reprimanded, and matters got handled internally. Over and over and over. There is no threat. And PR washes white. Look, PR gets till Thursday for the story to come out. You know, you get that nice time. Hey, let me prepare everybody.
They're just walking back and forth. It's like,
let me make sure everybody knows.
Y'all stopped at Cardinal Town. I'm sorry. This is where you stop. Yeah, you're right though.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
You get to control the pace of the story. You get to control every aspect of the story. The severity of it, listen, the extra wording to make sure. Oh, just associate athletic director of basketball operations. Mm-hmm. Make sure you plug all that in instead of another Kentucky staffer with an egregious DUI. Is there a problem? Is there a trend? Is it really lack of institutional control with this many, not kids, but kids too, but adults? And then your next kid comes up and then you say, oh, ops coaches did it, associate AD coach, all the coaches doing it. What do you mean? Oh, so you want to suspend us, but coach did it. Ops guy did it. Football. I forget his position. All of them did it. This is what we do here.
That's culture, man.
It's culture.
Yep.
I mean, does it sound like culture to you? Does it sound like an institutional issue? I mean, can you be fair? Okay. The reason I don't argue politics, right, is because I'm able to say, okay, I don't like that. I don't like that policy of your side, but I like that policy.
Yeah.
If you can't listen to what I'm saying and say, I don't like Marcus, but he's right. I don't like his Louisville, but he's right. Then you got the problem.
Yeah.
At this point. Or you're willing to protect this institution.
Look at you, Nick.
At all costs.
Yeah.
Why did Nikki just want to cut the commercial?
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I told
brought up politics.
People,
It's like, all right.
I told Nikki I wanted to keep going past the break because I wanted to talk about this stuff. I'm gonna back up.
Get out of here, young man. Go. Go.
No, that's my protection.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I guess Nikki doesn't want me talking anymore.
Sorry, Nick.
See you hour two.
You're listening to 93.9 The Ville, powered by Isaacs and Isaacs Injury Lawyers. WeWin.com.
Hey, Card Nation, let's be honest. The real estate market in Kentucky is booming, and whether you want to buy or sell a home, now is the perfect time to do it. With interest rates at an all-time,
That's scary.
in a home for no money down. Want to learn more? It's simple. Just call Derek A. Stewart with Dream JP Pirtle. Derek is available virtually around the clock to listen, understand, and help you with all your realtor needs. So don't waste another second. Call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
Football is back. So make sure your fridge is stocked this weekend. And to do so, stop by your nearest Cox's and Evergreen Liquors location. All your favorite beer, wine, spirits, Kentucky bourbons, premium cigars, plus Evergreen has that great craft beer selection. For over 25 years, your tailgate headquarters has been Cox's Spirit Shop and Evergreen Liquors, 23 area locations, Louisville's go-to liquor store.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Trading in or selling your car, truck, or SUV, WeBuyAnyCar.com takes the hassle out of selling in just 3 easy steps. 1. Get your free online valuation. 2. Drive to your local car buying center. And 3. Walk out with your check in as little as 30 minutes. So don't wait. Get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at We Buy Any Car.
UPS warehouse workers can earn a living and a degree through our range of education assistance programs, which include up to $25,000 in tuition assistance per lifetime, academic bonuses, and more. And right now, we're hiring at the Louisville Worldport at a rate of up to $21 an hour. Pick your package and shift your life today. Visit upsjobs.com or text.
Hey,
to 47404 to learn more. That's LOUKY to 47404. Make the shift, make a difference.
What a difference a few months can make. Come have a beer, bourbon, or glass of wine at Grateful Head Brewing. As weather warms up, walk on up and enjoy our patio and friendly staff as we welcome what will be one of the most exciting off seasons to basketball and football. We are proud partners of ESPN Louisville and can't wait to serve you. 2 area locations, Grateful Head Highlands and Grateful Head Middletown. Online, gratefulheadbrewing.com.
Miss anything from your favorite shows? Head over to the GE Appliances Podcast Center on ESPNLouisville.com.
Football is here, and Wing Zone wants to get you ready for game day. You're the coach at Wing Zone, so choose from 2 great play options. Option 1, 20 boneless or original for just $20. Option 2, 40 original or boneless for just $40. Whether it's a party of 2 or a party of 10, Wing Zone has you covered. Order online for pickup or delivery at wingzone.com. Wingzone.com. You got it.
Miss anything from your favorite shows? Head over to the GE Appliances Podcast Center on ESPNLouisville.com.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial Pound Law on your cell phone. That's Pound 529, Offices Louisville.
For happy Halloween weekends, I'm gonna be a soaring thunderbird.
I'll be a real bird, a raven, flying through the woods and over the water.
I'm feeling like a pilgrim on the voyage, going over one of the world's steepest drops.
Huh, guess I'm a mind reader. I already bought our Holiday World tickets.
Wow! Yeah!
Woo! See whatever you want at Holiday World each weekend through October. Do a corn maze, walk through the Scare B&B, and go trick-or-treating. Get tickets at holidayworld.com.
After getting a full workout this summer, your air conditioner may be on its last legs. So now it's time for you to save big on a Train comfort system at DFH. This month, you can get 18 months special financing plus 10-year parts and labor warranty with a complete Train system. DFH is who we use here at the station. It's hard to stop a train, and it's hard to not call DFH Company today at 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. Subject to credit approval.
Hey, Kentuckiana, Coach Dan McDonald here. In my 16 years of living in this community, I've had the great pleasure of being associated with some amazing teams. And I wanted to take a moment to talk about the wonderful team at Fitness Market. When my wife and I were upgrading our home fitness room, we knew there was only one place to go, Fitness Market. Fitness Market has been serving the Louisville community for over 10 years, and their service company, Treadmill Medic, has been in Louisville for over 20 years. When Julie and I walked into their store, we were treated like family, and that is exactly what Fitness Market is, a local family business. The Whiters and their team truly care about their customers, and they want them to succeed in their personal fitness goals. The team at Fitness Market has helped us create an amazing workout room in our home, and we couldn't be happier with our purchase. So when you are ready to add to your home gym, do what Julie and I did. Go see the winning team at Fitness Market.
So visit Fitness Market, 2 locations, Westport Road, just inside the Snyder, or Plantside Drive and Watterson Trail, or online at thefitnessmarket.com.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer, 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, I got your script.
Here we go.
Hey guys, Dr. Tisdale here. Want a possum experience for your pet? Come see me, meow. Nick, the script sucks.
I'm telling you, Doc, puns.
No.
Trust me.
No.
Yes.
No.
Fine.
How about I just say, hey guys, you love your pet and I do too, so come to Tisdale Animal Hospital. Call 502-384-3260 or request an appointment online at tisdaleanimalhospital.com.
Solid.
I can offer listeners a free first exam and a complimentary 1-month supply of flea and tick prevention.
Nice. Hit me and itchy.
Also, we are one of the only veterinary hospitals in Louisville with a state-of-the-art in-house cytology machine, allowing us to test any lump or bump and get results in 2 hours or less.
Ooh, science.
Open 7 days a week, right off the Snyder in the Chamberlain Point Shopping Center.
Okay, that was better.
Told ya, Tisdale Animal Hospital.
Hey, Cards fans! Do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
If you want the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits, go to Liquor Barn. Or better yet, have Liquor Barn bring it to you. Download the Liquor Barn app, visit liquorbarn.com, or call your local Liquor Barn store to schedule your pickup or delivery to get what you need to stock the bar. If it's your birthday month, make sure to visit liquorbarn.com for the Pappy Birthday promotion, where you might win an opportunity to purchase a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle. Liquor Barn can help you bring the celebration to your cookout, tailgate, or game watch party. Liquor Barn, where Kentuckians go to celebrate life.
Hey, do you have someone in the sports world that you think deserves a shout out for their accomplishment? Then email the brag line and we'll brag on them for you. Just email us a brief description to brag@espnlouisville.com, and at 9:30 on Friday, we will read some of them off. The brag line is brought to you by the Gomez Insurance Agency. Get a quote from them today. That's Gomez with an S insuranceagency.com. And don't forget to email us your brag at brag@espnlouisville.com.
This is Scott Satterfield, and you're listening to the new home for all U of L athletics, 93.9 The Ville.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville.
What a difference a few months can make. Come have a beer, bourbon, or a glass of wine at Grateful Head Brewing. As weather warms up, walk on up and enjoy our patio and friendly staff as we welcome what will be one of the most exciting off seasons to basketball and football. We are proud partners of ESPN Louisville and can't wait to serve you. 2 area locations, Great Flood Highlands and Great Flood Middletown. Online, greatfloodbrewing.com.
Miss anything for your favorite shows? Head over to the GE Appliances Podcast Center on ESPNLouisville.com.
Hey, one of the reasons I keep my mouth shut when I hear stories like this. Ooh, your boy had a dark spell, man.
October 21st, as Louisville Live makes its first appearance at Louisville Slugger Field. An evening sure to be filled with dazzling dunks and glamorous guests. This is one you won't want to miss. Tickets start at just $15. Purchase yours today by visiting gocards.com/Louisville Live. That's gocards.com/Louisville Live. We'll see you at the ballpark.
Tech-savvy professionals delivering equipment, technology, and service for all your office, network, and print communication needs. Look no further.
Just whistle for duplicator sales and service.
High-quality office equipment, print, and IT solutions at fair and transparent pricing. That is Duplicator's commitment to you. Your tech-savvy office equipment and outsourced IT professionals can simplify your daily work process wherever you find yourself working with world-class network business machines and solutions from Ricoh and Savin.
For today and tomorrow.
And that commitment continues with their commercial print and mailing division, Derby City Litho. Check out the Ricoh Pro C7210 graphic print system providing superior color output. Duplicator Sales, Derby City Litho, Corporate Mailing Systems, Ricoh and Savin. Call them at 502-589-5555 or visit them online, duplicatorsales.net, or at their store, 831 East Broadway, Louisville, with offices in Elizabethtown, Lexington, Paducah.
Just whistle for duplicator.
This break's been hella long. I'm sorry. That's my fault.
This is Lamar Jackson. You're listening to the home of the Ravens in Louisville, 93.9 The Ville.
Look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Before we go to Dana, you want to add anything, Steve?
I do. I would love to. It is Thursday.
Chicken!
That's one of those things he started and probably wishes he had. It's like, dang, I've got to do that. But thanks to Adam and his staff for dropping off Wing Zone Catering to the ESPN Louisville studios. 20 boneless or original for just $20. 40 boneless or original for just $40. That's pretty good. Perfect for football watch parties, tailgates. Order online at wingzone.com. 2 Louisville locations in Heights Point or the Poplar Level Road location.
Dana, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
What's going on, fellas? Two things. Just want to address real quick. In regards to what you guys were talking about earlier with Kenny Payne and why he doesn't have a deep, seething hatred of Kentucky, I think, first off, I'm glad that he's not going up there and giving one of those "we'll fight them on the beaches" type speeches, because, I mean, I don't think it would come across as genuine anyway, and that's one of the things I think a lot of people like about KP is that he is genuine. He goes up there and starts trashing one of his former employees just for, I guess, as you guys said earlier, PR. Then it just doesn't seem like it will be genuine. It seems like it will be coming from a place of, I'm just trying to satisfy you. No, that's not him. And the second thing is, as far as UK and their never-ending party up there, I mean, Marcus, are you really surprised by this at all?
Which part?
Honestly, the whole,
Did you tell him to turn already? Good Lord.
definitely been, a consistent thing that's been going on. And the sickening thing about it is there going to be much done about it anyway. It's just going to be that whole thing from Goodwill Hunting where the guy just keeps telling him, well, it's not your fault.
Right.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. So it's just, but I'll let you guys, as usual, great show. I'll let you guys go on from there, man. Have a good day.
Yep, bro, appreciate the call.
Absolutely.
I'll say this.
Nick said turned.
It's not up. Well, okay, I say this. People realize that I am very forgiving when it comes to making mistakes. I am forgiving. To me, it's not a mistake on the coverage end. It's the stuff I pay attention to. The collective efforts for something like that to happen on a Monday and not be made public until Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
That takes effort, people. That takes effort.
Yeah.
That takes intimidation. That takes, choices, passive or active choices not to report these things, not to pass. Because here's the thing. In this day and age, we've learned that it's profitable to have a 12-second video of somebody getting punched in practice. We've learned how profitable it is to have a scoop and have it first.
Mm-hmm.
It actually is, it's real money, people.
Millions for that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like that dashboard footage cam video is worth a lot of money. Mm-hmm. Police don't approach vehicles up on the curb in that condition without turning on their cameras. Would you agree with that, Steve?
Yeah.
It just didn't happen. I mean, going back to the ankle twisting incident, the footage of that is valuable for clicks and views and social media traffic, and eyeballs is money. Do you know what kind of effort it takes to say, we're not even going to make money on this? We're not even going to release this. We're not even going to release this story until multiple people knew about this arrest and did not go public about it. So that says you're, one, either scared to,
Master Yoda,
or two, you don't even care about the money enough when there's so much money to be made on something like that. This is where my eyeballs go to. You know, because this is where we say systematic. You know, when you say how the story comes out.
Well, I mean, not to be graphic, but to your point, I was just reading up last night. I was not. I guess I just missed this whole thing. Like, you know, it's just stories. Apparently, the Kobe Bryant, Vanessa Bryant lawsuit. Yeah, where like cops were taking pictures of the crash site to not be nasty before it was cleaned up.
Yep.
Just to have the pictures because they were. I mean, obviously, you're going to sell these. You know, like because there are. I don't know why in God's name anybody would want to see that, but like, you know, there's people who would buy that for millions of dollars.
People are sitting around watching the Dahmer story, Steve.
I was like, turn that off.
Master Yoda, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Yeah, that Dahmer, that was sick. I couldn't believe that people are watching it. That is sick. But anyway, I want to start with UK because in the rivalry what Kenny Payne was talking about, like Kenny Payne was talking about he don't hate them. He was talking about his personal feelings towards it, and which is fine. But like, you know, I'm with Blank and Becker when he say, you know, I hate UK. I really do. I hope they lose in every sport,
absolutely,
every time they play.
100%. I'm with you.
So that's how I feel about that. Maven, please don't neglect the YouTube family when we come back from break. I know you got the copyright issues, but after the music's done, can you like unmute us so we can hear what's going on? I appreciate that. And Steve Romish, I need to see more of you on Midnights with Maven because
fair enough.
You two are one. Just 5 minutes. That's all we need.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. I can do more of that. But yes, when I was appreciate the call, bro. Listen, here's the way I treat the midnight show. When I was a kid, Nick, I've told this story on air before. I never could stay up for Saturday Night Main Event. Do you remember Saturday Night Main Event? Like it would happen like once every few months. Mm-hmm. I never could stay up. Of course, and then I go back and I ask my dad. But Dad said they did come on kind of late. Dad was like, no, they because I was like, what did they come on? Like 7 o'clock? Dad's like, no, they come on like 9 o'clock. He's like, they come on late. Yeah. So I was like, okay.
I didn't catch them either. Like I caught the modern version they did.
Oh, me too. But I would always fall asleep for the Saturday Night Main Events, man. And that's the midnight show. I'm like, oh yeah. I tell Marcus all the time, like, hey man, shoot me a link. I'm gonna jump on there with you tonight, you know, whatever. Dude, almost every time I'm sitting there on the couch and I'm like, or I'll pull it up on the TV even sometimes, and I'm just like, I can't respond. So I'm gonna be like, hey.
Speaking of not being able to respond, Master, I hate that call.
Okay,
I hate that call.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll elaborate. It's a compliment. It's a compliment.
It is.
For somebody to say, hey, unmute the thing. You know, listen, I know sometimes it takes you a little while to either remember or be reminded. I appreciate the compliment of saying, hey, I want this to run smoothly. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still a man.
Yeah.
And I'm still like, it's like telling your mother, critiquing the food that she's prepared for you. And you know how like your dad would like want to smack you if you critiqued your mother's cooking, right?
Yes.
Like it's just, you know, like, I mean, everybody has their levels of what they can get away with in the house, but it's like, you know what? It's like seeing those little prank videos, where the mom says, "Did you take the trash out?" And the kid says, "You do it," and the dad's like, "Hey, you know,
no, those are not
like, funny. They're not funny." And I'm like
a kid's gonna really get hurt over this.
Yeah, I'm like, Master Yoda. I'm like, I cooked this food every night for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I set these cameras up. I bring all this equipment. I could just come in here, put in my headphones, and just roll, right?
Yes.
But no, I make sure there's an elaborate spread of dinner. And I'm sorry.
It's a good dinner.
I'm sorry if once in a while, a couple of the French fries don't make it into the bottom part of the oil. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like this is too much. I feel like what you're doing here is too much.
But my feelings, though.
Just as a friend.
It's about my feelings, though.
I feel like you went way too
I don't like the critique.
We're to French fries and French fries falling off the plate.
I don't like the critique.
Just the simple
of the way I operate the YouTube channel.
I think you could have handled this one just much more simple. And I can go on a tangent myself at times. But I feel like that tangent was not necessary.
Well, then I lost my train of thought. So what do you want to talk about?
Purdue, Nebraska this weekend.
So the payday candy bar. I'm just saying.
Payday candy bars.
Tennessee, Alabama.
Tennessee, Alabama this weekend. Purdue, Nebraska. People are like, yeah, the two aren't equatable. Tennessee, Bama this weekend. Tennessee's wearing orange helmets too, by the way.
They look like Clemson.
Yeah, it's like the first time Tennessee's did that since like 1917 or something. Some kind of crazy stat.
I want to see these. Damn it.
Y'all thought Nikki was going to get some airtime.
Yeah,
listen,
as soon as somebody's like, oh, God.
Nikki heard the lull, and he was getting ready to like Superman into it. And the call, please don't let this be a real call.
It's Philly Carl.
Philly Carl, fire away, my man.
What's going on, man? You know, like I said, we got to understand it, man. I'm leaving for Philly in the morning. So we're gonna bust the star off of the Dallas Cowboys Sunday night. I get to my mom and daddy, but I won't be back so win or lose. Mamas, don't be Monday morning. Be like, where's Philly Carl? Let me know because I'm not back yet. Tuesday, I'm gonna call you regardless.
Yeah. I'll
star off the helmet.
Yeah, I'll talk to you in 3 weeks.
I'll be gone tomorrow.
yeah. We'll talk to you in November. Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna be, and you know you're gonna lose. I don't know why you got so much confidence.
Because you're the Eagles.
The 5-0 Eagles. Put some respect on our name.
Oh, wow, 5-0 Eagles.
The 5-0 Eagles.
Yeah.
Put some respect on.
No, yeah, you've beat a bunch of good teams too.
We beat the Minnesota Vikings, and they're 4-1. I'm just gonna throw that out there. They're 4-1.
Well, Dallas Cowboys have beat some good teams too with backup quarterback. So
okay, well we're gonna see. And then I want you to have that same
energy. We are going to see
when I talk to you Tuesday.
Well, I'll believe that call when it comes.
Can we make a little on-air bet? Let's make things interesting.
No, there's no need to bet. No, it's just I'm
going to call.
When the Cowboys beat the Eagles, you will not hear from Philly Carl on Tuesday, Nick. This is how this goes.
I know I'm calling. See, I don't think y'all understood. I took a job over the road for about a year. I told y'all when I called up, I'm back. Man, I've been listening to this. Man, I start off my morning listening to the girl before dinner. Then I roll into dinner. So every day I'm locked on this station. I'm back. So you're gonna hear from me.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I've said this before. Yeah. Appreciate the call. I've said this before. Philly Carl sounds like me when I don't answer the phone. Like. Girl, what do you want me to tell you? Like,
yeah,
I didn't want to stop whatever I was doing or wasn't doing to talk on the phone.
Yeah.
Like, I am aware that you called, but Philly Carl, you have time to place a 45-second call. We don't keep you on the phone for hours.
I know. Yeah, I'm like, dude, like, I don't know where, again, like, the Eagles, they're a good team. I mean, what's wrong with that? Like, yeah, no, and that's what I'm saying. And at the end of the day,
Villanova's done, right?
Yes, like Villanova sucks now. They're not that. We're about to find out for how great of a program Villanova is. You know, so I guess they were good in the '80s. Chris Mack's gonna get that job. Oh well, no, they've already hired a guy, did they? They hired
next.
Yeah, they hired the assistant coach. So yeah, I mean that's fine. I don't care.
Speaking of Chris Mack, would you take Kenny Payne attitude towards Kentucky rivalry or Chris Mack's?
I like Chris Mack. Mm-hmm. I have no problem with that. Yeah. But here's my problem. When people say that, I'm like, every coach that's talked crap about Kentucky, you jackasses have run out of here.
Chris Mack.
We hate Bobby 2.0. We hate the Chris Mack era. We hate. What are the ones that hated Kentucky? What do you want? God,
he really did hate Calipari though.
I know. And Bobby hated
because of the scheduling. No, Chris Mack got it because of scheduling situation.
Well, his was more. But it was
Bobby hated.
But I like what the caller said earlier. It was genuine. Chris Mack made that video because he was genuinely upset about what happened. When Chris Mack come in, he was like, I don't really know John. I got a lot of respect for him and stuff. And, like he was saying the same things. And then guess what? They fiddled around with his schedule and then all this. And he was like, I'm not happy. I'm not happy with this. I'm genuinely mad at this. I'm sure something, knowing how this state is.
He said, now I'm in.
Listen, knowing how this state is, now I'm in. I'm sure something's going to happen to take Kenny Payne off in the next 5 years. Like,
we were really close to being 2-1 under Mac in Kentucky. We went overtime with them being rough.
Mm-hmm. Should have won that one.
God,
we were better. We were better. They would have killed us last year, but we should have won that first one.
We should have won that one.
Last year, it was a tremendous decision to double test for COVID. I think we all have COVID. All of a sudden, Chris Mack turned into a COVID guy. Like,
listen. Okay, I admit it's real.
It's real. Let's not do this. This is not a good idea. We're not. Listen, Mack's like, I'm not vaccinated. Like, okay, all right, safe. Listen, I was like, I'm cool with it.
See, this Fauci vitamin C things.
Yeah, it's good.
It's not funny. Go to commercial break before we get canceled. Middays with Marcus Maben on 939
Tired of jumping from job to job? How about a career in a recession-proof industry where you can make a difference and help create a healthier living and working environment? The pest management industry gives you the opportunity to work with more independence. OPC Pest Services will give you a chance to grow with advancement. Come be a part of our team at OPC Pest Services. Apply online at opcpest.com/careers. That's opcpest.com/careers.
Hey, it's Jeff Milby, the radio voice of First Place Louisville City FC.
It's Harris in the box. Harris on his left. Harris scores! Wilson Harris strikes!
The boys in purple are back in action Saturday for their regular season finale, hosting Hartford Athletic FC. Join me and Casey Whitfield for pregame at 7:15 with kickoff at 7:30. If it's Louisville City FC, it plays here on ESPN 680 1057 and the ESPN Louisville app.
None, not, nothing, diddly squat, zilch, nil, not a zip. It doesn't matter how you say zero, we've got something for you. Meet Ale80 Sugar. Same great ginger taste with a brand spec and new look. The drink for those who want to indulge and find their calories elsewhere. Open one for yourself and you'll see a whole lot goes into zero. Ale80 Sugar. Zero sugar. 100% Kentucky.
Wager on professional football, basketball, baseball, wrestling, and select Division I college sports at Caesars Sportsbook. With more than 100 events over the course of the year, we are thrilled to expand our entertainment offerings to the world of sports betting. We offer a full-service bar, smoking and non-smoking sections, with a concession stand serving grab-and-go eats like hot dogs and burgers. Get off the sidelines and get into the action at our Clarksville Winners Circle Sportsbook.
Go visit Louisville's ultimate source for everything gooey and delicious. Melt 502, located at the heart of Fern Creek right behind the Moby Dick at 6318 Bardstown Road. Serving the best gourmet melts and sandwiches, handcrafted egg rolls, crispy wings, fried fish, delicious dessert egg rolls, and more. Melt 502, located in the heart of Fern Creek. Dine in or order online at melt502.com. Revolutionizing the way people eat and enjoy sandwiches. Melt502.com.
Real estate market has shifted with interest rates rising. So having the right real estate agent is paramount to a successful transaction. So call Josh Jarbo. Josh is a licensed realtor and the broker owner of RE/MAX Alliance. He wants to make your home buying and selling process as efficient as possible. by offering a guaranteed sale program and instant offers on commercial listings. And if that wasn't enough, up to a $5,000 seller's credit by mentioning you heard it right here. And if you're looking for financing, Josh can cover that too. His new mortgage brokerage, Motto Mortgage A2Z, has licensed loan originators that can take care of all your financing needs. So don't wait any longer. Contact Josh Jarbo at 502-216-7590 or Josh Jarbo at remax.net.
Each office is independently owned and operated. NMLS number 2256125.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
UPS is hiring day-sort warehouse workers in our Louisville, Kentucky hub. Our warehouses are team settings where everyone truly has each other's backs, and we work together to deliver what matters to customers and communities. We're paying $20 an hour and offer great benefits, including up to $25,000 in tuition assistance. Eligibility begins the day you're hired. Shift your future, shift your team, shift your life. Visit upsjobs.com to apply. That's upsjobs.com. Make the shift, make a difference.
After getting a full workout this summer, your air conditioner may be on its last legs. So now it's time for you to save big on a Trane comfort system at DFH. This month, you can get 18 months special financing plus 10-year parts and labor warranty with a complete Trane system. DFH is who we use here at the station. It's hard to stop a Trane, and it's hard to not call DFH Company today at 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. Subject to credit approval.
At U of L Health Heart Hospital, we're an exciting chapter in the Jewish hospital story, built on a history of over 40 medical firsts. We're the area's only heart hospital with a focus on comprehensive heart care, where academic research pioneers innovative treatments, and a network of experts offers life-changing care. Here, your heart is in the right place. Visit uoflhealth.org/heart.
Garrett Cole cruised, and Bader and Rizzo went deep as the Yankees rolled in Game 1. How will the Guardians respond in Game 2?
Coverage begins tonight at 7 o'clock on 93.9 The Ville. If you want the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits, go to Liquor Barn. Or better yet, have Liquor Barn bring it to you. Download the Liquor Barn app, visit liquorbarn.com, or call your local Liquor Barn store to schedule your pickup or delivery to get what you need to stock the bar. If it's your birthday month, make sure to visit liquorbarn.com for the Pappy Birthday promotion, where you might win an opportunity to purchase a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle. Liquor Barn can help you bring the celebration to your cookout, tailgate, or game watch party. Liquor Barn, where Kentuckians go to celebrate life.
Hey, do you have someone in the sports world that you think deserves a shout out for their accomplishment? Then email the brag line and we'll brag on them for you. Just email us a brief description to brag@espnlouisville.com, and at 9:30 on Friday, we will read some of them off. The brag line is brought to you by the Gomez Insurance Agency. Get a quote from them today. That's Gomez with an S, insuranceagency.com. And don't forget to email us your brag at brag@espnlouisville.com.
Hey, Cards fans! Do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com, and be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
You're listening to 93.9 The Ville, powered by Isaacs and Isaacs Injury Lawyers. WeWin.com. This is Sports Center.
Good morning. I'm Nick Valvano. The Sports Center update brought to you by Ale 81, Kentucky's original ginger soft drink since 1926. Rob Cassidy of Rivals reporting that 2023 five-star guard A.J. Johnson is between Texas and U of L. Well, Kenny Payne met the media as part of ACC Media Days at the podium yesterday, said some of the things that he looks for in a potential recruit.
I want a player that instinctively can make a pass and take joy when that.
It's the next fucking story. Relax.
I want a guy that can post up, can shoot a three, can shoot a mid-range, can make layups, can pass the ball, that can rebound the ball above the rim, can run the lane, can push the ball. I want complete, versatile basketball players.
To the blue side of things, WHAS 11 reporting that UK Associate Athletic Director Chris Woolard has been arrested for DUI. Lexington police said Woolard was found on Monday in his car, which was resting on the sidewalk next to a fence, still in gear. And a reminder, 93.9 The Ville, your flagship for Louisville Athletics, will have Pizza Bowl coverage starting Friday at 5 p.m. with Sean Moth's Call. There, you happy? More Middays next.
This is Brian Brown, and you listen to the new home for all of U of L athletics, 93.9 The Ville.
That soundbite. And so I agree with that. It wasn't the juiciest opening story, but I felt like
Nikki V, a Republican and
You don't
UK
think that
apologist.
was a big story? You don't think that's a leading story?
What, the UK thing?
Yeah.
No, I think that's fair to be a leading story, and I'm saying that the Kenny Payne one might have been a bit of a stretch because it was a stretch just to set up that soundbite. But hear me out, fellas. Hear me out. I wasn't like avoiding it. It was the second story. I felt like if I led with it, then I would have been doing the Big Blue Nicky style, where you're just washing yourself in your rival's tears at anything negative.
But you see that consideration, though?
Yeah,
the fact that you even consider
Kentucky, because
I don't want to sound like
I don't want to sound like a hater. I wanted to report it for the news it was.
And see, listen, what you're saying is exactly the point. You're mindful of sounding like a hater versus that's the story. That's the story.
But we're also 93.9 the Ville.
Wait,
so I feel like you should start with a Louisville story.
Well, isn't that funny? All the freaking sudden, Marcus, we're 93.9 the Ville. It should be Louisville through and through.
I mean, I didn't throw it as I see Marcus's point, but I didn't like do a little throwaway story, like throw it in with like in Racing Louisville falls to Houston 2-1, you know, or something like that. I didn't like throw it in at the end there.
People, I hope Nicky's gonna think about this later on, and he's gonna say, "Now I know you're telling me now that you understand where I'm coming from, but later on you're gonna think about this." And everybody listening is going to say, Marcus was right.
So you're saying
that? Listen.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm not saying you did anything wrong.
Well, I feel kind of like I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. Right.
What I'm saying is, you put thought in not sounding like a hater on a story. This is the 7th DUI to come out of the Kentucky program in less than a calendar year. These are big, huge, crazy stories. And you in your sports center said, I have to be mindful of how I come off. That means I'm going to take the top breaking news story that just broke within 2 hours. I have to move that story and sandwich it in between Kenny Payne saying this, and what was the third story you used?
No, it was just a promotion for the Pizza Bowl.
And a promotion for the Pizza Bowl just to not be seen as something. Even if you agree that the story, the biggest story is still, like, why would you sandwich the biggest story in between quotes from Kenny Payne and Pizza Bowl?
Now, to be fair, isn't the meat on the sandwich between the bread?
Everything is to be fair when it's Kentucky.
I mean, you're right. You're right. I was being mindful, and being mindful is like indicative of having it on your mind. So that's fair. That's fair.
That's the point. We become numb to how mindful you can be when it's a Kentucky story, and how it's the story. It's quote unquote good radio. Hey, Mark.
Just says I like Nicky, but his excuses and reactions show that he's nice to BBN.
And that's why I use the word mindful. Mindful. You can be mindful when the story's anti-UK, but the story's most important. The bigger story is most important when it's the Louisville thing.
Nick is treating the bad UK story like everyone treats him and his brother.
That's not nice.
Nick,
you know what?
Nick needs to go work for Kentucky.
Jamie did call me last night and said that him and Dad have joined a bowling league together.
What?
Yeah, and I was actually, ironically, I guess, bowling with Jeanette. And Jeanette was like, "Doesn't that make you mad?"
Yeah, I was,
and I was like, "Nah, like I'm happy. Like I can fill in when I have time. They're like, "Hey, we want you to play with us. It's just that we know that you're usually busy."
I've heard Pops talking about bowling. Is he spry?
The man likes to bowl. Uh-huh. He's not bad. He needs to. He's getting back to where he was. Mm. But I think he's like a high 100, low 200, like around there. Like he's flirting with that. That's about where he was back in the day.
Grab that. Bowling is kind of harsh on the body sometimes, and I was just wonder, wow, like you're launching that thing down there.
I know.
Like I didn't really know how to ask Nikki on that one, but I'm like,
man,
yeah, bowling is not.
Pops have like a bad.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna start. Listen, when Pops tell me he feeling stiff or just
it's like don't Pops have a bad back?
Yeah, but you out here bowling.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, Ellis and Bodenhausen, man, and Norton Healthcare, they got the man back. Like
got him together.
He's he's still rickety. I love him to death. He's still rickety, but they got him. He's out there punching still.
Would you go
proud of him?
Would you go call him a traffic cone at the bowling alley, Steve? Just to get him back.
Yeah, I should.
Just chirp him one time.
Yeah. I should just go to the bowling alley.
And then Bob's gonna be like, who do you think you are? I
am. That's a great one.
Who we got over there?
We got our man Roger.
Roger, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey, thanks for having me. I said it before and I still say it. No grand jury in Fayette County is going to convict anybody that has anything to do with you, or indict rather, anybody that has anything to do with UK sports. It just isn't going to happen. And you know who their law firm is, don't you?
No, who are they, Roger?
The ones they have on retainer, Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe.
That's pretty funny.
You know that one from the Three Stooges?
I hadn't heard that. It was a little bit outside my wheelhouse, but that was funny.
Yeah, but hey, and you know why Nick's got to be nice to UK fans, don't you? Remember what they did that referee a few years ago? Tried to run his business into the ground. They don't want him doxing him and doing all kinds of stuff to him. That's what it is. I'm just kidding. I know he's not scared of him, but
that's a real thing, though. I would listen.
Gonna get a bunch of angry Yelp reviews at the
That's a joke,
restaurant.
but kind of not a joke. Just like, no, what you're saying.
Anyway, thanks for having me on.
Roger, I appreciate the call. Roger, that's his trigger, ain't it?
Yeah,
he'd rather me not mention anything that happens at Kentucky. He is Mr. Just give up, Marcus.
Yeah. Stop. No chance.
Yeah, just hey, Marcus, it'll never happen. They're never gonna prosecute, they're never gonna charge. He said the law firm on retainer is Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe.
I didn't get the reference, but I was like, I feel you. I assumed it was going to be funny.
Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe.
Oh, Dewey, Cheatham. Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
It took me a second.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe.
Yeah,
it's pretty funny.
I know.
Yeah, but I was supposed to know that was from Three Stooges, though. Like,
yeah, I would have no clue.
I had absolutely zero.
We have gotten. I mean, we can't today. Now it's 11:50, but I guess tomorrow. I mean, barring anything crazy happening, I guess we get back on the football. I guess we get back to the football conversation.
Are you going to want to talk football?
Yeah, we have a special in-studio guest too tomorrow. Okay. Middays is going Hollywood tomorrow, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, usually the in-studio guest that Nick provides, I don't have any idea.
I don't either.
You remember how ironic it was how Nikki used to want the heads up on it?
I know. And Nick's like,
yeah, but when I book them,
yeah. And Nick's like, here this dude.
Yeah, like, I will send you talking points.
We're like, oh yeah, no, we don't. We don't know who that is.
He uses this show as his test run.
He's like, oh, it'd be great though. It's gonna be great.
He's going on the V show after it.
Yeah, he uses this to.
Yeah. Like, does anybody know this guy?
It's your homeboy.
If you said the name, how many people you think would know who it is?
I'd say.
I mean, I might be wrong on this.
No, I would say seriously, probably about 20 to 30% would know who he is with the name, and then once you saw his face,
he
I'd say
might
it's
be
probably
listening
better.
right now. So let's do it a little better. Awesome guest coming up tomorrow. Nick, you go ahead and play us out because I'm gonna have to call the law offices of Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe.
That was hilarious.
In hindsight,
that was good.
And I'm gonna have to read some more, updates on how you beat these charges.
This is a terrible way to end the show, but I'm wearing mixed match socks. I just realized
that. I wouldn't know.
Okay.
If I wore matching socks.
That's perfect, man.
I will remind everybody, even though, listen,
I love it when Steve gets sarcastic.
Nikki sandwiched it on the outside of the Sports Center.
Right in the middle.
Remind everybody, no, put this on the back end of the Sports Center to make sure. To make sure that the Kentucky thing wasn't the last thing you left out
the
to
pizza
the people.
bowl. I apologize. Yes.
The Louisville 93.9 avails your flagship for Louisville Athletics. And with that, continues this weekend. Coach McDonald and the Louisville Baseball's annual Pizza Bowl. Join the voice of the Cards Baseball, Sean Moth, Friday night, 5 p.m. and Saturday at noon, right here on 93.9 and the ESPN Louisville app. Enjoy the rest of your day. Roger just couldn't. He's like, give up, Marcus. Roger, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to make Nikki put the main stories either at the beginning of the Sports Center or at the end. Resting on the curb, Steve. Resting.
Football tomorrow.
This is Lance Taylor, and you're listening to the new home for all U of L athletics, 93.9 The Ville.